Hey guys, First Bite Outdoors here. It's been a while. I believe 2 months at this point. No, three, I think. Let's see. Yeah, 2 months ago. Is what they're saying. 23rd of July. Yep. So a little over 2 months ago was the last time I uploaded, and I told you that there was going to be a video that next week. That didn't happen. I went out for a long time. I was out all day Saturday, half the day Sunday. I went out 2 or 3 mornings in a row before work in an attempt to get some footage for you guys. It was 100 degrees or better. The humidity was 100%, and the fish just would not bite. I went early morning just because it was getting so hot so quick. Because of work, I can't go in the afternoons. I tried on a weekend and just didn't work. I got really frustrated at one point while recording, and I had to step back and realize that I'm supposed to be doing this for fun, right? That was the entire point of this channel, and I was taking it way too seriously for what it was. I'm not making any money off of YouTube currently. I'm really not invested in that sense in the channel to that extent. It was a real big passion of mine for certain to do something like this. I've always wanted a YouTube channel, but for just the first 2 videos being on the channel, I really put the bar pretty high for myself, I think mentally, for what I needed to put out. So that's on me. Insert this comment here from Billy. Thanks, Billy, for being Billy. So if you all are like Billy and you wondered where I am, I'm right here. I've been working my butt off just day to day at my day job, doing that, coming home, not a whole lot of time for anything else. But I am going to get me back into it as soon as possible. More than just fishing. I've gotten a couple comments about if it's an outdoor channel, is a fishing channel. I originally intended it to be just an outdoor channel. I think I am going to try and do a video where I do like a catch and cook outside and I camp the night. So if y'all want to see that, leave a like, comment ideas for that video, what you want to see, any other outdoor videos that are not fishing you want to see, and we'll get into that. So I have something here today, something big for me personally. I've wanted one of these for years. My aunt was really into photography when I was younger, and every time we went on vacation, she had on her a Canon camera. It was really special to me personally that we had that type of thing, that I have those memories with my grandmother who's now passed, that I have those memories with my grandfather, and they're not going anywhere. And I think if it had been taken on like a disposable film camera or something like that, I wouldn't look at it. But because she took the time, she had the patience to take them and edit them in and post them to Facebook for all our friends to see. Just to have that is something special. And I've always wanted to do that for my family, because up until recent years, we've basically been using phones for everything. And while phone cameras are really good, I've got the S20 right here. It takes really good photos, but it's a small sensor. It's got ISO issues. You can definitely see grain. I will post my best attempts at an edit of the car that I just purchased recently too here, or laid over me talking here. And the ones of you, if there are anyone in my subscriber base that are really into photography, will see there's a lot of grain in the car. This was shot at f1.4, 100 ISO, 25 megapixel lens. It is cropped but no zoom, and just some light HSL and color. I did some shadow lift, and I dumped a little bit extra saturation on it. Not a huge edit, not anything ridiculous by any means. But I was really just starting to get into photography here. Which leads me to what I have right here. So I'm going to clap my hands, and we're going to get to the main reason I am recording this video. Look at that. Magic of editing. So what I have here is both for the channel and for me personally. I have wanted one for a while. My other aunt got one for her birthday back in July, and it just reignited the need for one of these in my life. I unfortunately did not get the one that I want. I wanted a different brand, basically, for YouTube, because the way that YouTube is going, it's all going to have to be 4K eventually. We're getting pretty close at this point, but this will do me for now. And who knows, I may not even like photography. So while this is a medium range camera, not a cheapo, it's not like a $3,000 camera body. So what I have here is an ND filter for the lens. I got into this a couple days early because it came first. They actually next dayed it to my house. So ND filter, and that will screw right in my lens. That's going to help when recording and taking photos in sunlight for YouTube as well as for myself, so that it's not too bright. So here is my white balance card. This is also going to help with YouTube. So I'll take a photo of that, and it will automatically set in my camera settings the correct settings for white. So if it doesn't look like the last video where my hand was like purple and a bunch of colors were weird. Then I've got a clip so I don't have to put the camera away. It'll sit on a bag like that or on my belt. And then what we have here is the camera. Now I have not opened this yet, so it could be completely busted and I'll have to scrap the whole thing. So I want to make sure to record my reaction to it live. So I believe this is my travel tripod. So nothing crazy, just a little tripod with a level, which I don't think is even usable because the camera body is going to cover it, but it's nice to have. So here we have General Canner accessories. Let me go ahead and open this. I'll post a link to the kit that I got in the description below. So lens blower. I do believe this should be some type of lens brush, I believe. So you blow air to clean off your sensor, and then this like brushes it off. And then there's a little hand lanyard that's completely useless, so I'm gonna throw that off the nearest cliff. Like, just off the nearest cliff, honestly. So this is a UV filter. I actually don't necessarily know what this is for. Oh, okay. So this specifically is to protect lenses from expensive front elemental damage. So dirt, knocks, or scratches. It reduces lens flare and ghosting. and basically it's designed to not change the color of the photo. So that's going to be really useful. I didn't actually know that this kit came with it, so we're going to definitely keep that where I know where it is. SD card for the camera, that's important. Cleaning cloth. And this should be the lens hood for the lens that comes with it, because I bought the kit lens. Like I said, eat this somewhere. Don't use that. Here we have just a little simple camera bag. I don't have a nice camera bag, a rugged one, that's going to like carry clothes and stuff like that, like 4 or 5 lenses or anything. Camera bags are ridiculously expensive. I think the cheapest one that I saw was like $80, and I just could not feasibly bring myself to pay that much prior to starting shooting. So I got this little guy in the it's from Digital Visions, I guess. I don't know if that's a good brand or not. It just came with the kit. So the camera will be going in here. And then what everyone has been waiting for. We have today a Canon EOS M50. Now, everyone claims this is the best camera for YouTube right now. They've been talking about it for a couple of years now. This camera originally came out in 2018, I believe. There's now a Mark II. This is not a Mark II. The only difference in the Mark II is that I believe you get dual pixel autofocus in 4K. I will most likely, we've talked about 4K a little bit in this video, so I'm gonna just hit on it once. The focus in this camera specifically for 4K is not all that good. I don't plan on uploading in 4K currently. We're not there yet as far as YouTube goes. The GoPro will do 4K. If I want to do it, I believe in testing the GoPro Hero 8s, which is the GoPro I have in case you've ever been curious. It's a GoPro Hero 8 Black. And the 4K has a better autofocus than this camera, as far as I am aware, when it came down to testing. So in the event that I do talking head video like this again, if I tried doing an update video probably a week after I took a break from fishing, which would have been the week that it was so hot, I tried to do it in 4K and upload it. It would not let me do notifications, like write out something and give it to you guys, like upload it. I could not make any type of post update like that. Something to do with the kids, like my channel being for kids or something, even though I marked it clearly as not content for kids, and YouTube just won't let me do it. So I need to fix that still. There was supposed to be 2 or 3 videos. The GoPro actually overheated. So I had a MTB challenge box. So I actually have been subscribed to MTB now for nearly 3 months. I've got 3 boxes. So I should have had 3 challenge videos for you guys. I have not recorded 2 of them. The first one, I failed the challenge. I actually lost one of the lures. It came undone when a fish hit it. I got hit, and when I cast back towards the area where I got hit from, it just flew apart, basically, is what happened. So I ended the video there. There was a bunch of artifacting. The image was all types of like doubled, tripled, stuff like that. The normal GoPro overheating thing. So that footage was completely useless. I could not use it. It did not look good. And I'm not gonna upload something where there's like 2 or 3 fishing poles casting at the same time and like colors are bleeding out and junk like that. The audio was non-existent. It was a garbled mess. So I'm not gonna upload that kind of thing to you guys. I want you guys to have the best viewing experience possible. And I know I can give you that. So that got trashed. There was 4 or 5 hours of me fishing with a buddy. There's a lot of language in the video, and no fish were caught. And I just don't feel comfortable uploading that. I wanted to keep this pretty well PG-13 as a channel. The language alone pretty well means I can't use that footage. Since have been known to watch the videos, it's just not something that I want to be what I am. So I did not choose to upload that. But back to what we have here. So here's my 1-year warranty that I need to do later. This is, that's the instruction book. That ought to be fun. Okay, so I guess this is what you're greeted with when you open an M50. And then you've got your kit lens, your camera body, and the lanyard I actually will be using. So this one will go all the way around my neck. It's not just some wrist-based piece of garbage. You've got a battery charger, really important. Sony actually doesn't give you a battery charger when you buy a Sony camera. You have to buy one yourself. So if you're ordering a Sony camera, make sure you do that. In the case, I bought a Canon, so it came with a battery charger. There's the Canon battery. I believe this is the lens. Let's go ahead and take this out of its packaging first. I had no idea it was this small, because all I've seen is like online footage, right? So this is your 15 to 45 Canon in-lens stabilization. 3.5 to 6.3 is the aperture. Now for the camera body. It's a little heavier than what I thought it was going to be. That's not a bad thing, though. Everyone was always talking online in all their reviews about how light the camera was. And I guess it's just because they have R-series cameras and stuff like that that are a lot heavier. And I didn't really appreciate there actually is some weight to this guy. So what we've got here is battery storage on the bottom. Your SD card goes right there. You've got your screen, articulating. It does only go towards the front one way. It does not go on the bottom, but it will articulate so that if you're taking a picture over your head, you can still see. And then obviously if you're trying to just shoot, it's like that. This camera, one of the reasons that I got it was the dedicated mic output. That's one of the reasons I did not get one of the starter cameras from Canon was the mic input. Pop-up flash. That's another reason I wanted it, was a built-in flash. There's a mirrorless camera, I believe 1 year newer, that's kind of like this, but there's no mic from what I remember, and there's no built-in flash. You can buy a $200 flash attachment that goes on this rail here, but there's no built-in flash, and I just was not a fan of that idea. So what to expect with this guy and things to come. So just wrap up this video. I am back. I am planning on doing some outdoor stuff. There's going to be most likely a street photography video out this week. I'm really going to try to do that. Probably 2 episodes, one in the daylight, one at night. I'm going to do both regardless of whether or not I upload it. So if you want to see that, make sure to like, subscribe, let me know. I will be fishing again soon. We are to the point at work where I'm getting off relatively the same time every single night. So I've got more energy outside of work and I can be doing that kind of thing again. And other than that, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Alright guys, so I'm just sitting here laying in bed editing the video, and I had a little bit of an issue. It rained, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this up for Monday, but we may not be getting that video with me doing street photography till later on in the week because I'm gonna have to record it on Sunday. I was wanting to get it up on Monday and do it, but there was just a ton of water out. I went around to 5 different stores trying to find a clear waterproof bag to do the video for you guys. I really want to get it out, but I didn't get to it. I'm not at the desktop right now, so the audio is going to be a little different. This is going to give you a good idea of what it's going to be like for a little bit. It's about $300 for the mic setup, and since the YouTube doesn't make me any money and I've got bills, that's not going to happen for a while. So for the moment, this is going to be a pretty good judgment of what the video is going to look like, because again, no wide angle lens, I just have a kit lens, I don't have the microphone. So this is going to be a pretty good idea of what it's going to look like, what to expect when I am using this versus the GoPro. And obviously we will still be using the GoPro for when I'm casting or when I'm taking photos. I'll be recording POV style, point of view. So that'll still be on my chest and you'll be able to see the camera and what I'm doing. And I'll be overlaying photos here. I'll give an example of one of the photos I've taken. Just the first night, went right after I filmed that video, I went out with some friends. A friend of mine was in a wreck and we were just kind of hanging out in a parking lot trying to figure out if we need to help him. So I took this photo of my buddy Kellen, and just to give you an idea what the plan is, that's how I edit. So if you like that photo, or think I did an okay job, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, come back for that photography video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.